Hi, Libra Moons. Thank you so much for being here. I am Divine from Carrot 144. Very happy, very grateful, and very blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their moon sign in the zodiac sign of Libra. Unlimited to anyone who should find this message or should this message find you. For your reading, I will be doing a 6-card spread, and then we will get a major arcana. And then we'll get a card from the End of the World as We Know It deck, created by me, that has the lunar moon phases and zodiac signs. Everything has been pre-shuffled, but as you can see, we do have a card here. The moon is currently in new moon phase. Happy new moon to all of you who are catching this reading on the day of the new moon in the sign of Taurus. And then the sun card appeared here for you on this beautiful day of Sunday of the new moon that is in Taurus, which is very beautiful. So a lot of you may be being seen as this beautiful, loving, lighthearted energy. Illumination was a major keyword that came through as a channel for this card. The sun is the ruler of Leo. Very bright energy, could also be about some healing. Could have something also to do with children. This could be applicable to allow what resonates, but it could have to do with children. A home setting I also got, but then I also got a lot of you possibly doing some detox, feeling very refreshed, revived, and renewed. The mountains and the water are going to be significant. Travel could also be a factor in this as well. And then the sun is the ruler of Leo. 5 energy is also wanting to connect. And then the correlation with the moon energy is giving me soulmate energy. So that could be relevant as well. Happy, healing, joyful. With the fathering energy being a part of this, I do get a protective energy as well. And the moon is actually right there. So it's a beautiful soulmate energy also too. And then I do notice the bird. That could be significant for you too. All right. So what I think I'm going to do, because this wanted to present itself, we'll leave this here and then we'll get your 6 cards. And then the new moon time that I have for my location is at 9:56 p.m. Very exciting. Let me make sure that's... Okay, let's get your first card for Libra moon. Oh, and the way that this card appeared, I shuffled the deck, and then when I went to place it down, this was so bright. It wanted to be seen, so that could be relevant as well. Very beautiful energy. On a Sunday. First card for Libra moon. The sun on a Sunday. Libra moon. Okay, and then my throat chakra just activated a little bit. Okay. So this is 2 different people. Manifested. But what I'm also seeing is getting away from past patterns. Some of you are deciding on a location, navigation, trying to make a decision on something. It could be connected to travel and navigation. I was getting a fork in the road the other day. I do kind of see that with this path here. And I don't get it being about a selection between two people. Because I see two different deer. I did mention the mountains. So some of you may even be going to two different places. And then I see like a faint energy of a horse also too. And I don't even know why. I feel like it's the depiction of this card. It's like taking a walk in the park is also what I'm getting. Getting away from past perspective and getting out. And I get this being the healing of the child energy. But getting away from programming or anything that's been rooted that has you believing that you're made to be an option for anybody, because you're not. And I feel that this is why this is presenting itself. Some of you may be making a decision on where to go, but you know where you want to go. I feel you know where you want to go, and now that you know where you want to go, you're realizing that you can take every damn path that you want to. And it doesn't have to do with people. It doesn't have to do with you making a choice when it comes to people, or you being an option, or someone making a choice when it comes to you. I'm not getting that. I see this as a navigation of adventure and you being upon a journey here. And you can start here or you can start here. And then either way is going to be blessed and abundant for you. The Two of Wands is about action and initiation and making a decision to steer the boat the way that you want to go. This is action and not indecisiveness. Wands energy. Fire energy. This will be, Aries energy. With your polarity energy, and then also Sagittarius, Leo, and Ophiuchus. The two energy. Could have to do with that making of a decision and the judgment energy. But then I'm also getting High Priestess. And then also you seeing what you've manifested as well, being a magician. With the two energy also being a symbol for Gemini. And the card of the magician being a Gemini card. That being polarity to the fire from Sagittarius. It's also here. So some of you, in all essence and for realness, may just be in the mountains and going on a nice little hike, making discoveries, and then it being like sunset time, and then there being supportive energies of fire, like light that's coming through to help you to be able to see and continue to see which way to go, which path that you want to go on. So I also feel too, this looks split, but just like it's together here, who's to say it's not going to gather back at the end of that trail there to help you to continue navigating and moving on and moving forward. And I feel that's also going to be about getting past program perspectives and ideals out of your system and replacing it with new that's going to be more healthier for you, that's more uplifting and optimistic. So then we have the Three of Wands. This is consecutive order that I do get with the two going into the three. The 2 is about taking that action, the initiation of a decision, and then 3 of Wands is actually moving into it and moving forward and towards it. So I do see this trail and what I just said about it coming together like it is here, over here, and you being here now at the end of this trail. And here's those 2 wands here. Of course, there's going to be one that's here, but we do see, I feel like it's a magical path. It's actually what I'm getting, because this staff here is a little different. There's like transformation along the path of this journey here, taking some action for yourself to make change. And that'll speak to that inner working energy that I'm getting with the newness. Going along this path that's guided with these wands here. And then this wand here, speaking to some transformation that's taken place according to the inner child. And then being ready for your ships to come in. Or some of you with this walk here may just be coming to some water here. And you like to people watch. Or you may be setting sail. This is your world. This is your creation. These will be your manifestations. So allow what resonates for you. I even see like being closer to that bird. And that bird that I picked up here. With the mountains being here, and then you see the birds here with the mountains here too. So closer to your dreams, in your dreams, living your dreams, manifestations being completed. This will be your ships coming in. Could you take the perspective of this being another person who's standing there waiting? Sure. Or someone who has their back to you? Sure. But that's not what we're getting here. And then the water is going to be very healing. It's a sense of what we have here with the happiness. You have mountains and water. Mountains, water. This is your show. Somebody may want to co-star. I don't know why that song is coming through. That's a great song. By Day 26. I'll put that in the description box. It's a really pretty song. The blue energy is wanting to come through. Pisces and Aquarius will be significant for this. And then I'm also getting like having gifts along the way, being gifted, and then receiving something really, really spectacular here. What I do also have with the 2 and the 3 are 5 wands, but given that this is consecutive order, I'm not getting the energy that these belong together here. I do get that 5 energy from the Leo energy that was picked up here, connected to the sun being the ruler of Leo, so that could be relevant, but these are all on their own energies here. Not wanting to be meshed. And then more fire again. The 3 will be the magician energy again, in transformed state. And with the increase going to the 3, I get that being more elevated as well, connected to what was picked up here with the 2 symbol of the Gemini and the magician energy, and you being a mega manifester. 4 cups here will be about opportunity. I just get complete surrender to the path and allowing yourself to go on this journey and to be guided, to find that discovery in divine. And this is receiving the gifts along the path. That's what I get here too. But you also have 2, 3, and 4. Divine order. That's also what I get. Cups is going to be water. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and a Fucus. And I'm seeing a little bit of this energy here of being along the path and receiving your gifts. Allowing yourself to be filled up by divine. So here's the birds and the energy of the sky being very similar to what's here. So possibly even going on a trip and allowing yourself to enjoy it. Having some fun. That'll be the sun card also too. And then 4s are about stability, Cancerian energy, security. So it'll be that surrendering energy, allowing divine to love you and trusting the universe that all is well. That's beautiful. Okay, and then we'll bring these a little closer together. Like I'm just getting beautiful navigation. And this being connected to the healing of the inner child. Getting away from rooted programmings that have been harmful and giving one a perspective that you are a selection when you are here as a supreme being, beautifully created to be who it is that you are and to be loved just the way you are. And not to feel that you're a part of someone's indecision or someone being made to keep you waiting or not taking the opportunity when it comes to you. Getting away from this and you taking the opportunity for yourself and manifesting your creations and destinations and what it is that you wish to see. All right. Let's get your second card for Libra Moon. I'm not going to take those because they didn't pop. Libra Moon. Okay. Okay, and then these are very similar to the energy of what I just mentioned, which is very ironic. But that's not what we're getting. I do feel that the Seven of Cups will speak to the gifts that are being given to you along the path here. 7 energy will be about being on the right path, guided by the angels. I even see more of that water energy that I was seeing here connected to the blue, the very dreamy energy. But this being more elevated with the purple being present there. So more of that dreamy energy of the manifestations you creating and creating what it is that you wish and what you desire. And I feel a lot of you are also being seen as a fantasy. Being in your own dream state and being of this essence is going to come off and give that aura to others who are in a certain place where they're able to pick up on this. Others in certain places will not be able to pick up on this, also known as being sleepy and not being awakened. So I get this being more elevated, more awakened state, very intricate dreaminess and all of your manifestations. And because you created these manifestations, there may be some energies who feel left out in the cold. But what I'm also getting here too is a lot of you being a philanthropist energy, where you're being a very dreamy energy. Pisces energy is coming through, where I'm seeing 12 energy here. And that giving me the hangman energy and being a divine conduit, and that also being the energy of surrendering, which came through here. But a lot of you being a philanthropist and helping others who are in need is what I get here too. And then with me saying that, the 5 energy that's here will confirm what I got with the fire energy that comes from both of these cards and the journey that you've taken. So being on this journey as this beautiful energy, just being on higher levels. And then because of what it is that you do, what you're putting out there, you're getting back in return. That's what I see here. The 5 connected to the sun and Leo being 5th house energy. So Leo energy could be significant in your chart also too. You do have cups with water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Ophiuchus, and then pentacles, earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. All right. Let's get your third card for Libra Moon. The Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful. So this will be that continual movement forward on the path. The gold energy will be significant here for you too. Golden state. I did kind of get that a little bit with the cups, and then even the transformative energy of the wand here, from this wand to this one. And I'm almost getting like this being a part of the philanthropist energy and the state of increase and what it is that you continue to move into as you move forward along your journey. This is major arcana energy of 10. 10s breaking down to 1s, and that being magician energy, Aries energy, Emperor energy is also coming through. 10s being connected to career, 10th house energy with Capricorn, Saturn being the ruler of Capricorn. So Saturnian blessings also coming through. And the gold state. I feel being able to, it's about that beginning of the journey and continuing to move on along the path here, allowing yourself and surrendering to divine, to be gifted, to bring in the healing that's necessary. This is all healing, like a healing journey. And then this being the, it's like the tabernacle, like the diamond, with the fire is what I'm getting. And this being the, not necessarily the end result, but one of the final positions of being a part and along this journey here that you've manifested. This will also be about things beginning to turn more in your favor. And I'm just getting major gifts and blessings from Saturn. Okay, and this will be the third card position. Let's get your fourth card. The zodiac energy could be significant also too. I do get a sense of Emperor and Empress energy with this. We did get the Emperor with the 1 energy, but I'm getting both energies. That could be relevant to the 7 energy. Oh my gosh, the 7 energy, and that actually is the Emperor and the Empress, 3 and 4 from the major arcana. 7 being here, and that being part of what's a part of the gifts here that I do pick up there. Beautiful. That's pretty. And then that gold energy. Saturn will be about being able to turn ashes into gold. So I do get that being relevant and in alignment with the journey that's coming through here. Okay, let's get your next card for Libra Moon. Ooh, it's also very similar to the sun energy as well. I like that. That's so pretty. Okay, next card for Libra Moon. Libra Moon. Eight of Swords. And so I feel that this is going to speak to what is being moved away from, with this being next to the wheel. I also feel it's kind of lining up with what's coming through here at the beginning of one's journey, and just kind of giving the detail of what I was picking up there with that Eight of Swords. And notice that the swords that are surrounding are kind of floating a little bit. Even the female energy is kind of floating. And then the hands are held. The feet are bound. And the eyes are covered. This is what I get as a part of the rooted energy and the past programming. So getting out of this particular programming, the wheel turning to move away from this. I feel this is also about a lot of you also seeing the truth of yourselves and the true value from within you. And maybe even seeing how it is that you may have possibly kept yourself in a particular state, given a particular perspective. And then eights will be connected to karma with Saturn, and then also Scorpio. Air energy is going to be your energy, and then also Gemini and Aquarius. And then even with the blue energy, I do get that water connect and the transformation, that wand being held over this water here. I feel that being significant, connected to what's here. Transforming out of that mind state. And no longer being stuck. These two cards. Okie dokies. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get your 5th card for Libra Moon. All of these swords here are down as well. I should mention that as well. And with these being down, I almost feel like, not necessarily like attacking, but getting away from victimization and being a victor. No longer allowing yourself to be a victim. And that being a part of the journey here that you began. I just get it being the divine conduit journey. And then coming into wholeness, into balance with the Emperor and the Empress energy from within, and moving out of being stuck. But these swords here, I do want to mention, with them being in this position and pointing down, will speak to falsehoods. Maybe feeling or surrounding yourself, getting away from surrounding yourself with lies. And surrounding yourself with more healthiness. That'll be a part of that detoxification that I got too. Okay, 5th card for Libra Moon. Knight of Swords. So here's that attacking energy. You can see this Knight of Swords kind of coming towards the Eight of Swords. But getting out of that perspective, I may even feel like it's also too like getting away from narcissistic energies, or even the ideal or the notion that anyone can place any kind of projections onto you and your world to put you in a position to try to have you be rescued. I get this too. The Knight of Swords is about truth-telling. So getting away from that whole mindset of being a victim or being one of a damsel in distress. And I feel this is also having to do with projections from past energies connected to that past programming, which will be narcissistic energies that I'm picking up. So getting away from this and into higher elevation and being a truth teller is what I get here. Being on the journey and being a truth teller. So rather than seeing this as someone coming at you, owning this energy of this completely being about you and your entire journey in itself, and you being a truth teller. I also feel that you may be even returning to your past with the truth to heal that rooted energy that you've moved away from. And with the Knight of Swords, this will be a quick steadfast energy also too. So not hesitating to do any of this for yourselves. Coming upon some major discoveries along the way of your journey here. And then I do see the sun that's on that shield. And then the sword is in the upright. I also picked up the purple and the blue, being in higher elevated state, connected to what's here. So defining your world in the way that you wish to, rather than allowing others who are on lower levels, allowing them to even be in your higher level state of the work that you've done for yourself. And also making changes connected to that as well. Knights will be a part of the chariot energy, so this will be that path energy of the 7. Chariot being a card of 7 in the major arcana. All 4 knights create the chariot energy, so that's where I get that. All right, let's get your 6th card for Libra moons. I'm getting this here. Being a divine conduit, being a deliverer of truth. 6th card for Libra moon. I'm going to have to grab a tissue to blow my nose. 6th card for Libra moon. Well, looky there. That's so pretty. I love your reading, Libra moons. All right, let me go grab a tissue real quick here, and then we'll speak on these beautiful cards. Okay. So we begin with the sun, and then your final card is the sun, which I think is just beautiful. And these are 2 different card decks also here too. I feel that this is just confirming the energy of being the truth and not being a lie. Because you didn't see me shuffle that sun card. And it didn't just appear because I made it appear, or I selected that card and then made up a story at the beginning of your reading. This will confirm why this is here. I feel it's also going to speak to the wholeness energy of masculine and feminine. It's also going to speak to the beautiful galactic energy of this being a new moon today, and the moon being in Taurus, the sister sign for you, where both you and Taurus are ruled by Venus. And Venus being, I'm picking up the Empress being a Venus card. And we did get the Empress with the Emperor already in this reading. So I just get there being some great amount of illumination. The energy of 2 suns may also be significant. Given that we have the traits of 2 different sun cards here, I feel that will also speak to that transformative energy with the fire from within you. And coming through anew, and that inner child being healed along the way. Where I also had picked up that zodiac energy in this wheel card, being very similar to the sun energy, and then you have both of those energies that are here. So this will be that wholeness and the togetherness of the sun, and then that beautiful wheel energy that you see here. This is so pretty. And we've already kind of spoken on the sun, given that it's here in your reading to start you off. This will be a card of 19. Comes together to create a 10. The 10 being here. And then that 10 breaks down to a 1. So 1s are going to be significant. Strong Aries, that'll speak to that wholeness with the polarity energy from within you, the partnership energy, the correlation of this all, but the beauty of this wholeness energy. And then the 8 energy as well. Healing from that 8 energy that's here. and shining so beautifully bright. But good karmas, I also see this too. You being very radiant and abundant. The next card after this will be that Judgment energy of the 2 energy that was picked up here from the 2 of Wands. And then the World card of travel will be the next card. The card after that will be a whole new, brand new cycle. So this is a manifestation in success here that's coming into completion. And you increasing, receiving blessings, being better, brighter than before. Not even better, just increasing. And glowing and having something new, manifesting, enjoying the fruits of your labor, your abundance, and then manifesting, continuing to do this, and it just elevating and continuing to go up. Where this new cycle and this new phase for you is going to be very exciting. The Sun is one of the happiest cards of the deck. You have that here twice. Boo. Boo. Okay. And then again, this will be about illumination. You do have another card here. The Page of Swords. Here's that newness. This will be that newness for you. And the onset of something new. The newness. Pages will also be messenger energy. Swords is going to be your energy. So I do get this being connected to that newness from within, the detoxing, the journey, this being you and the work that you've done, and then being seen for your truth also here too, of how it is that you're able to beautifully manifest and then also regenerate. Having this sword here, I do see this being connected to what's here, but I feel this is about taking ownership for yourselves when it comes to the truth versus the lies, and you creating your world the way that you wish to see it. So taking a hold of these swords here, and I feel that that's why this is here with this Page of Swords in this manner. Because they're not airy here. Or, excuse me, they're airy here, they're not airy here. You're actually holding it here. And I do get that being connected to what's here with the transformative state and phase. And embarking on a new adventure. The Page energy is also going to be connected to the Fool energy. So I do get also that being part of that new cycle that's coming through here for you. You being excited about something that you've manifested successfully and embarking on this. Could be taking place right now or something that's coming about here for you. But I do get that. Beautiful energy. All right. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck here. Seven of Pentacles. Look at that abundant tree. What is here for me? Pentacles, 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 pentacles. Which one am I going to take today to utilize? I feel the squirrel's kind of telling you. A lot of you could be animal whisperers. But getting away from all that, you may be a lover of the farms. I'm not going to discount that. Some of you may have beautiful pastures. But this is going to be the fruits of your labor. So it's everything that can, being along your path. This is the 7 energy again. So it's beautiful. The options that you created right here, they're pentacles. You got cups and pentacles. So this is money and love. Your magical journey in your path. Allowing yourself and surrendering to be gifted by divine. trusting the process along the way. And not only is this about pentacles and cups being received, but you doing that inner work, that self-work. I also feel too this is about, because notice she's completely covered. Getting away from past programming too, where you feel you may have to look or be a certain way in order to receive what is rightfully meant for you as your birthright of abundance. Removing all that programming. You are uniquely and beautifully made and created to be special. And you're being seen for this also here too. I get that too with the Seven of Pentacles. More Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. You being on the right path, guided by the angels, allowing yourself, and then being gifted this ladder here too. I feel this just got completely set up here for you because you created this to say, here, help yourself. Which one would you like today? You could even have all of them, and then they probably all magically appear again after you have filled your basket up. Sure world. A lot of sevens here. That could be very well of significance for you. Of course, it's going to be the Libra energy with 7th house energy. But I also get it for some reason being connected to Pisces. And then the angels. And then 7 as an angel number. I'm also getting that being important as well. I do notice the bird here with the ships coming in. That being a part of one of those cups there too. And then you may be seeing squirrels. Get it, Libra moons. Get it. This is beautiful. Okay, so we got your major arcana. We have it confirmed here with this major arcana. I do see growth here coming from this sun and then having this sun as a connect here. So continuing to grow, and that'll just confirm what was picked up for your entire journey here. Let's get your final card for Libra moons. Sevens, a lot of sevens will also speak to you being on the right path. So continue to do what it is that you're doing, Libra moon. And again, happy new moon. New moon energy is about instinct, new beginnings, and seeds. So the seeds that you planted successfully being taken care of, well nurtured. You're awesome, Libra moon. Libra moons. Keywords for new moon will be emerge, renew, generate, plan, establish, initiate, awaken. Judgment card will be that awakening energy. So again, a lot of you being philanthropists, that being a part of the journey, and you being awakeners. Having awakened yourselves. That's marvelous. Final card for Libra moons. Like, just notice the energy, the difference. Libra moon. Libra moons. Sagittarius, the life. Beautiful energy. So some of you could have Sagittarius significantly in your chart. Given the amount of Gemini manifestation, mega magician energy that we picked up, Sagittarius is that polarity energy for that. So that could speak to that 7 energy also too with the wholeness, being on the right path. But then also target Centaur, excuse me, throat chakra. Someone may have something to say. Oh my goodness. Centaur energy. You may have something to say to someone. This could also be Cupid's arrow, I'm also getting. And someone's shooting their shot because they think you're smoking hot. I do get that with the fire energy that's here. So for the Sagittarius card, we have on my way to my next destiny. And we do have that in a sense here with this magical journey of yours. And a new manifestation cycle on the way here. Embarking on something new. I am Centaur. Color for Sagittarius will be purple. We pick that up here. And then a little bit here with the truth telling. Boom. All right. And then having that sword will also be here. I feel that'll speak to what's here also too about you being that truth teller versus the lie, where you know about the lies because of who it is that you are and what it is that you do. So again, Sagittarius, the life energy of 9 will be significant. 9s are about completion. Also great spirituality, free-spirited energy, being a wonderful teacher, healer, leader, very social, charismatic, fun-loving, the life. A lot of you being seen as this energy here. At the bottom of the deck. Oh, and we did have that horse energy also too. So that'll confirm what I picked up about this not being about options, but it being about you and what you've manifested for yourself. Being able to go wherever it is that you please. But that horse energy, that'll be the Centaur energy. I'm also getting being connected possibly to that. Last quarter. And we just had the last quarter moon right before the new moon phase. Last quarter will be about shifting and being a visionary. And that's this whole entire magical journey of a reading here for you. So that's perfect. Keywords will be purify, assimilate, meditate, rest, reap, recuperate, honor, reflect, and evolve. And you have. Congratulations. And I feel a lot of you may have been doing this with the actual energy. Allowing yourselves. It'll be that 4 of Cups. Allowing yourselves to be in the energy that's being provided by the universe. And I just seen 4747. That's 1111. Make a wish. This is also the last quarter right before the balsamic phase, which is right before the new moon. Beautiful. So you're on the right path. That might be the title. I love it. And you are loved also here too. I'm seeing that as well. Very much loved and sitting in all your beauties and the fruits of your labor. The hard work paying off, you getting past perspectives of old that have kept you almost stuck, but in a victimization hood. Realizing the truth of you, your beauty, your worth, and your value along the way and completely blossoming. Libra moons, this was your reading. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, empowering, and enriching here for you. I thank you all so much for your continued love and support. Welcome to all new subscribers. And until we meet again, I wish you all the very best. Take great care. I love you. Peace.